we take you to Wall Street now. The Dow eked out a 0.02% gain. So here's a look at the top 500 stocks. We go to our interactive heat map brought to you by FinViz. One name under the spotlight today, Intel. Shares popped nearly 7% on news the struggling chip maker secured a $2 billion investment from SoftBank. And as Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick confirms, the White House is considering buying a stake in the company. So let's bring in Sarah Frier, a technology editor for Bloomberg News, to talk more about this. You know, Sarah, less than 2 weeks ago, President Trump called for the CEO of Intel to resign. Now the administration is weighing an arrangement to gain a stake in the company. So what's changed and why?
Well, as is often the case with Trump, Tan just went and met with the president and had a good conversation. Trump was inspired by his story, he said, and that went a long way to easing the relationship and securing some funding that could help Tan's turnaround of this iconic U.S. company.
So it's been a bit of a bumpy road for Intel. So why is SoftBank, a Japanese company, investing in Intel? Is this a move to win points with President Trump or just really an opportunity to make more money?
Well, the future of Intel is nowhere close to certain. They still have plenty of challenges ahead. I think SoftBank is trying to come up with alternatives to NVIDIA chips. Maybe Intel can help them get there. They're also working on the big Stargate project with OpenAI to build data centers. Everything that's going to happen in the expansion of the AI market is going to require a lot of help and a lot of approvals from governments. You're going to have to build data centers in various states. That's going to require a lot of energy, a lot of agreement going forward with politicians. So these companies that maybe didn't need to think as heavily about Washington and their relationships are realizing that that is going to be key for the next era.
We also know that Intel has chip making in Ohio. Is that part of the equation?
It possibly is, but nothing is set in stone yet. The government hasn't committed to take this 10% stake yet. It's just something that they're mulling. And if they do so, it's going to be using the funds from the CHIPS Act that previously was going to just be grants to Intel to reimburse them for expenses. This would instead be equity, a stake in the company. So taking a share in whatever happens to it in the future.
Thank you, Sarah Frier. Appreciate it.